The Shuvit is one of the original skateboard tricks developed way back in the 70s. It involves spinning the board 180 degrees under your feet while your body remains in its original position. Start by rolling slowly on a flat section of ground. Your front foot should be just behind the front truck bolts and your back foot flat and centered on the tail of the board. Using your back foot, try to sweep the tail of the board backwards behind you. You'll need to jump slightly with both feet to allow the board to rotate underneath you. The aim of the Shuvit is just to rotate the board 180 degrees, not to get it in the air. As the tail of the board swings round underneath you, your front foot needs to catch it with your foot bang over the bolts, while your back foot lands on the tail of the board. The basic Shuvit has developed into the more versatile pop Shuvit, which combines an ollie with the 180 spin. Your front foot should be just behind your front bolts with your heel hanging slightly over the edge. Pop the tail and sweep it behind you with the ball of your foot so that the board begins to rotate inwards. Keep your shoulders and body as straight as possible, with your front foot hovering just above the board to guide it and keep it from flipping. As the board rises, jump up and forwards with it, keeping your legs and feet clear. Keep your eyes on the center of the board as it rotates so that you can time your catch. When you see the tail swing back round under your front foot, stomp the grip tape over the bolts. Your back foot should land back on the nose. Jump up and forward and catch the board with your front foot. The 360 flip or tray flip is an advanced flip trick that combines the 360 Shuvit and the kick flip in one smooth motion. When learning this trick, practice on a flat surface at a fairly low speed. Your front foot should be just behind the front bolts with your heel hanging over the edge. It's almost the same position as for the kick flip, but your toes should be pointing slightly more towards the nose of the board at about a 45-degree angle. Your back foot should be positioned with the toe on the edge of the tail, ready to scoop the board round 360 degrees. As you prepare, bend your knees, keeping your weight centered over the board. Try to keep your shoulders facing in the direction of travel, as this will help spin the board the full 360 degrees. Pop the tail and sweep your back foot behind you using the ball of your foot. Within the same motion as the sweep, flick your front foot straight off the corner of the board where the concave starts. This will flip the board and help it rotate the 360. Keep your feet up to allow the board to spin and flip underneath you, and watch the center of the board to time your catch. While you're in the air, you need to bring your feet back into position ready for landing. When you see the nose come back around and spot the grip tape, you're ready to catch the board. Land with your feet centered and your weight evenly distributed. And so to recap, set up with your feet angled towards the nose. Pop the tail and sweep the board behind you. Flick the front foot off the corner. Position your feet for the catch. Spot the grip tape and catch the board to land. As you become more confident and consistent, you can take 360 flips to gaps, transitions, banks, and even into and out of other tricks. We recommend that you always wear the appropriate protective gear when learning.